Guys, you're watching one and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a City. Today is going to be a little bit of a planning episode in preparation for the next 2 or 3 episodes, I think. Maybe 2. What I want to do is work on the slum area, the low income area of our city. I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and you guys have been suggesting some really cool ideas. The one that I've gone for is Grove Street, the sort of first house that you get on Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, the iconic circle with the houses around. It's in GTA 5 as well. They put it in that as well, which is really cool. It's like an updated version, but I want to try and closely replicate the one from San Andreas. It's the more iconic one, the one that more people sort of remember growing up. And to do that, we're going to need a little bit of room. So I've been thinking on how we're going to do it here. I want Grove Street to be here. I know some of it is going to be underneath the bridge. That's not too much of a problem because you do actually go under a bridge to get into Grove Street on San Andreas. But to make sure that we've got the room here, this road is going to have to move. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this road and we're going to pull it back so it either turns here, I think, and joins up to about there, so it comes through this area. I had a quick look underneath the bridge, and I don't think at this spot there's really that many legs that are going to be in the way. I don't want to put it any more further this way because it's going to make too much blank green space with no road access. But if we take the curve that's here currently and we move it to under here, suddenly that gives us a nice sort of straight strip to go out to here, where the circle then is here-ish, and then the houses are going to be the houses are going to be around the outside. I reckon we can fit, how many houses are there on Grove Street? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-ish houses on there. It's going to be quite interesting, though, because some of the houses are on an angle, on a diagonal, and that's something that Minecraft doesn't tend to like too often. I would like to try, when it comes to it, to build a house on the diagonal. It's going to look a little bit weird, but I'm sure if we do it in a way that looks like Grove Street, I think people will understand it. So I don't really know exactly how I'm going to do this. And this road here that goes into the racetrack, I'm just going to leave how it is for the moment. It's not going to be connected up to any road, but we can easily just turn the road and sort of join it up to where the junction is currently. Very, very easily do something like that. Or I can curve it underneath the ground and pull it up there. That's not something that I'm really that worried about. So, if we go down here, I'm going to leave the street lights for the minute. I think that's probably the best idea. And what we're going to do is turn the shaders off. If I put that there, that's really loud in my ear. I'm going to turn that down. That's better. Just gave myself a heart attack. We're going to grab that corner. And then we're going to go over here. We're going to make sure that we grab the entirety of this corner because they're a pain to build. They're always a pain to build. And what we want to do is also grab the road texture. So we need to make sure that we click on the ground here. Make sure we get all the corner. We're just going to take that. Now, it might put the lines in the middle of the road here a little bit out. Not really that worried. And we're not going to be able to grab the stop sign either. So there's going to be some sort of fine movement later on. What we're going to do is we're going to go over here to copy it and paste it down there. The reason why we're going to do it this side first is so I know roughly where the corner's then going to go. If I stand here, which is right on where the corner begins, and we cut it, I think cutting it's a good idea. At least it takes out the road so I don't have to delete it later. And if the beginning of the turn starts about here, we probably want to paste it about here. I would say it, I guess. We'll do paste. And it looks like it's gone straight through where we wanted. That's about right. That's not too far away. Fortunately, we've actually still grabbed the points of where the streetlights can go. And the same as the stop sign. Did we get the stop sign? Maybe we didn't get the stop sign. No, stop sign's got to go there somewhere. If I take this out. Put these in there. And there. Put that in there. Put that one in left side of the road. This one. How do I do the corners? I haven't done a corner for so long now. Yeah, it's just a black spot in the corner. And like that. That's why I done the roads right at the beginning before I even started the series, so I didn't really have to do too much of this, because I don't find it that... I don't enjoy doing this too much. I like building rather than moving roads. But we'll put that there, and that like that. So now the road comes through here as opposed to over there, giving us so much more room. We could do Grove Street up here if we wanted to, seeing as though there's no bridge that is in the way. I don't think the bridge will be in the way. No, I'm going to put it over there. I like it over there. Let's put this to grass. I'll tidy up the old junction there later on. I'm not bothered about that. And same as this road, I'll just delete out later on, or anytime now, really. Set grass. Kapow. It's like it was never there. Okay, street lights and stuff, they can go eventually, not a problem. And this will probably... Where do I want the entrance to Grove Street to be? I don't really want it on the corner. I don't want to make it into a T-junction there. I want to make it into a T-junction, yeah, here-ish. Somewhere like that. But that's right in line with that. Now, I might have to do it over here. It's about right, isn't it, to be honest? So then this will just go straight down here. Now I also don't want to have these double yellow lines down either side all the way. I want to eventually just get it into the road section like it is up in the mountain. So maybe we sort of stop that about here. It also doesn't have any path. So it has a path, but it has a strip of grass in between. And the path is also going to be on the same height as the road. So we'll have that to there. And then the grass goes in here. And then the path's down a block. And that's going to make it as close to Grove Street as we can sort of do in Minecraft, I think. That can go away. These can go away. I think I have streetlights saved in a schematic. I know I've got quite a few. I've got all the roads saved in schematics. So if I ever wanted to call up like a corner or a T-junction, I could just do it straight away. Or I should be able to, at least. If I remember how to do it. That's the biggest problem. These down here. And I shall tidy up. Maybe I get rid of the yellow lines as soon as the junction begins. And that might be a smarter idea. Okay, let me get that in. Let me get sort of the entrance done, and I should be back. Okay, so I've tidied the road up. I've made it into a T-junction. I also tidied up over this end as well, because I know I'll forget to do it, and it'll be there for episodes. So I thought I'll do it now. However, I don't like how the path drops down. I wanted the path to be flush with the grass here, but I don't like it. I think what we're going to have to do is have the path up here, but I still want the grass section between the road and the path. That's how it is in Grove Street. That's one of the features of it, I think. You know, to me, that's a part that really stands out to me. So I want to try and keep that here. So we'll do it like this. We'll see if we prefer it with the path raised up by half a slab. Which I already do. I already like it. It just continues to flow up there. Where it is grass, though, currently, we might change that to lime clay. Just so it differentiates it from the grass. It makes it so it's obvious that that's what we want it to look like. It's not like we've forgotten to put the double yellow lines there. So we need to do something with that to sort of do that. Either the lime clay or putting grass there, like short grass blocks. Makes it look a little bit overgrown, but also it just shows that it's meant to be there and it just hasn't been forgotten about, and we're meant to have the double yellow lines there. So now that we've got the beginning of the straight in, this is like a super long yellow white line here. There we go. And like that. We can now continue it up to the point where we get to the circle. The sort of drive around area. Now it's not like a circle that goes, the road goes up here. Let's use a block like this. It's not like a circle that goes up and then goes to a perfect circle like this. It's like a circle that's off to the side. So instead, it's like this. So you sort of drive up the road and then it sort of curves around like that. And you come back out. It's like the circle but just off center. So to do that, I think what we're going to do is we're going to use the circle sort of generator thing that we've got here with World Edit to get that in first. and then we'll put the road in to join up to that. So if I just do a straight line here up to where we want the circle to be, we need to make sure that we leave enough room at the back to be able to build small houses. They're not big houses, so we don't need to worry too much about size. But let's say we go up to about here, and then if we work out where our middle point's going to be for the rough set, or do we even do it as with World Edit? Maybe we don't. Maybe we just do it by hand. Yeah, let's just draw it out by hand. So if we go up here, and then we want it to slowly curve a little bit. Is that enough room? That's enough room at the back there. I can always shift it down a little bit if we need to. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I don't need this to go too far. 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. It's actually going a little bit... Ooh, it's actually going a little bit big, but I've done it wrong anyway. I need a little bit of room to be able to turn these cars around on, because the cars in the Flans don't have the best steering in the world. What if we just went 3 instead? 4. That one, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll curve it in here again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oops. 1, 1, 1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah, I'm liking that. And then we'll just sort of slowly bring this back around again. Like that. Yeah, that sort of works. It's a little bit big. It's a little bit elongated. I think we could maybe shorten up it a little bit. Bring that over a little bit there. But apart from that, I'm quite happy with the shape of it. I want to make sure we've got enough room over here for the building. So let's take this. And we'll just do a little bit of a cheat to move this all at once. So we'll just go down here. So it's just a preparation episode more than anything. Cut. Paste. See how that's... Oop. Undo. Do I have to paste here? Nope, back 1. Back 2, I think. Undo. Paste. You know, that's close enough. I'm happy with that. I can tweak it from here. There. Set. Grass. And then fill in this little that last section. Okay. So we've now got a pretty good idea on how this is going to go. We're going to take that out and put the straight part in there. Perfect. I'm very, very happy with that. I like that curve. Got enough room for a little house at the back here. This is the biggest house that we have. And fortunately, it's sort of got a really nice grass flat area. We could also extend it out a little bit if we wanted to. We could even change the ocean edge if we wanted even more room. And we've got room on this side as well before we get to the road to the racetrack. So I think all in all, we're in a pretty good shout. Let me fill this in with the road and I shall be back. Okay, so I've got the path around the side here too. I'm just going to shrink it a little bit because now the path's on, it's made it a little bit tight there. So what I'd like to do is just cut and paste. That's a little bit small. Undo, paste. That's better, that's more acceptable. And now we've gained an extra 3 to 4 blocks, which is plenty for what we need here. Okay, so we'll just fill this back in. Set grass. Et voila, we have ourselves a little estate circle here. So, to finish this off with the road markings, we go up to there, and then we get the road markings that go the other way. And we just put in 2 little white lines that go across like so. Is that rain? Whoops. Weather clear. I do like the rain with the shaders on. I don't like them any other time. Since when is rain blue? Okay, very, very happy now. So we've got... I want to put in some features that... I don't think we've really got anywhere else in the city, not that I remember. But they have the power lines, and you know how the power lines sort of droop across the roads. I want to try and get that. We're going to have to use slabs for it. I thought about using string, but string you can't really see that well. It won't really be that noticeable. And if we change the texture of string to be more noticeable, we're going to be able to see it on a lot of buildings that we've used string to make carpets float with. So we're going to use slabs instead to try and get that. We'll also need these street lights back around this side, some grass, some obviously grass that's going to go in around the side here, and then maybe some palm trees to finish off the episode with. That's the plan anyway. So let's go with these power lines. Let's see if we can work something out. We're going to go with fences, the old wooden style power lines. We don't have power lines anywhere else, so I don't know how I'm gonna tie this in to the rest of the city, but it's just a feature that I think would look really cool. So we're gonna have that there and that there. I'm just gonna run it straight along the front here. Hopefully we'll be able to get it over houses or sort of build the houses around it. I don't know how high I done it. It seems to be a pretty good height for a power line, but I don't know how many blocks up that is. Obviously, I want to keep it away from the bridge. I could probably run these down the side and over the ocean and continue this on if we liked. But if we go with some sort of grey block as a little junction box in here, like that. Maybe even with a darker, yeah, perfect little darker button on it. Just makes it look a little bit more interesting, fuse box, switchy-like sort of thing. And then if we go with a slab, obviously for a power line we want it darker. Black could work. I think these ones would just work the best though. So we're going to have it that one and that one, or that one and that one. Probably that one and that one. And what we want to do is we want it to slowly bow it down slightly and then back up. Nothing too crazy. But we want a real slow bow in it. So we're going to go with 4 blocks. No, we should do it the other way. 6 blocks, then 4 blocks, 5 blocks, and then 5 blocks, and then this should be the lowest one. There, so it should go 6, 5, 4. Is it in line? It is good. 1, 2, 3. Wrong spot. Top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this should just join it. Perfect. Yeah. Okay, I like that. It's going to take a little bit of getting used to, and I think once it's tied into the city in a way that doesn't look quite as strange, it'll look a lot better. Let's just grab this so I don't have to count them all out again. Copy. Paste. Sweet. Yeah, okay, I like that. That's going to really, really grow on me as well. I like it already, and I think once you get more of that kind of stuff in, it's going to work even better. If we get this sort of going all the way down the side of the bridge there, maybe to the industry buildings, the factories that we've got down there, that would be cool. We run it all the way up to here, and then, I don't know, maybe up into the mountains or something like that. When I first wanted to do this series in the first place, I wanted power lines throughout the city, but I couldn't find a way that was small and worked really well. And ferns. Yeah, I couldn't find a way that sort of was inconspicuous. These obviously stand out. These power lines stand out, and we want them to stand out here. But I wanted to find a way that I could get them inconspicuous, just to put them everywhere throughout the city. And then have some sort of nuclear power plant or coal power plant somewhere in the city. But, yeah, we're running on wind power here. Should still have power lines, but we'll just say everything's powered underground. Underground cables for the most part. So then I grabbed some of these flowers. I just grabbed these because they're neutral. They're just white. They're inconspicuous. You hardly ever notice these little azuras. Yeah, azure blue. I'm not a herbologist. Are they a real flower? They're probably a real flower. And then we'll finish off with some ferns. So yeah, what we're doing here is we're just making sure that the gap that we've got between the road and the path is meant to be there. Makes it obvious. Oh, I saw a really cool stream the other day while we're putting these street lights up. I saw a really cool stream the other day. Or I first saw it on a video on YouTube that was for some reason recommended to me. I don't really know why, but I'm glad it did recommend it to me. And it was Grand Theft Auto 5, but it was autonomous. And basically, there's this really smart guy who has coded his own AI to basically play Grand Theft Auto. He's got it so far so it's driving by its... shoot, I can't have that there. Undo. So it's driving a range of different cars by itself. The AI can't get out of the car yet or anything. But he's basically got it so it can drive around all autonomously. So it's learning, slowly learning. It's a very long process. It's going to take months or even years to be able to become good at the game, because the car's still crashing quite a lot and it's still learning all the time. But it's fascinating to watch how the car... It's a neural network. It's a little bit complicated, but I really like watching neural networks develop. And yeah, seeing this car learn that it needs to take that corner slower or needs to avoid cars, because it knows nothing to begin with. You just sort of turn the AI on and it just figures out what it needs to do just by trial and error. So at first it has no idea, and it's just pressing A and turning randomly now and again, but then you sort of teach it more and more to the point now where it knows that it shouldn't hit into cars. If it hits into cars, then it stops its progress, and it's figuring that out, that hang on, I don't want to stop, I want to keep going, and I need to make sure that I go around the corners, or I can make it go around the corner faster if I cut the corner. Very clever. But eventually the programmer wants it to be completely autonomous with the chat. It's on Twitch, and it's a 24/7 live stream. The car just drives around by itself 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But he wants it to be able to interact with the chat, so if you talk to it, it'll talk back. Really cool. I can't remember what the channel is. If I remember, I'll put it in the comment section if you guys want to go and check it out. But I found myself sitting there for like 40 minutes just watching it. It was really weird. Let's teleport ourselves to the town hall, where I've got some palm trees built here. So we'll just pinch these. What one do I want? This one's probably going to be the easiest one. Let's just grab the fern and... No, we'll grab it from here. Ping! And we'll grab it up to here. I'll grab a little bit of the other tree as well, but I can just remove that. Once I get one tree in by itself, I'll be able to copy it a little bit easier. So we'll grab that one. We'll go down here. We shall copy. The hospital is probably my closest place to here, isn't it? No? Primary school? Primary school. It's not too far away. I love waypoints. At the beginning, I was doing waypoints like every 5 or 6 episodes, but I've forgotten for ages, so it's getting slower and slower to get to certain spots. Yeah, it was probably the closest waypoint, though. It saves me travelling the whole distance. Okay, so we've got these palm trees now, and there is 3 palm trees that I want to put down. One on this left side here, just as soon as we clear the... bridge about here. Where did I copy? I copied it on this side, right? So if I do it here, it should be right in front of me. Yeah, apart from we got all of this stuff as well. Oops. Did I save a stem of the palm tree? I probably did. If I was smart, I did, but I can't remember what I... Stem load tree. Stem load palm tree. Does not exist. Palm does not exist. Okay, fair enough. I'm going to argue. So we've got one palm tree there. They're a little bit different to the palm trees that we know. Ooh, jeez, I've broken a lot of stuff there. A little bit different to the palm trees that are in San Andreas, but they're sort of the ones that we have in our city, so I want to keep them all the same. Let's go from there to there, and now we'll only grab the palm tree itself. Copy, rotate 90 degrees. We want one up this end. I'm rotating them so they don't all point the same direction, obviously. Paste. And rotate 90 again. And we have this one over. Yeah, the power lines are going to be in the way. I'm going to have to put it over here. Paste. It got rid of the street light. Do I want the street light there? I do, yeah. I want the street light there. Okay. No problem. We should grab another street light. So let's just fix what we've broken here. That one. That one. These down here. And I think we're pretty much there for this episode, guys. I think I am at a point where we can stop. I like it. I think it's a really solid start. And then next episode, we'll just be able to go straight into building the little houses that are going to be around here. They're not going to be big, so they're not going to take really that much time. Paste. Take that one away. And this part away. And put this in there. That goes back there. This is just where the palm tree sort of copied parts that we didn't really want to copy, but I forgot to paste without air because that would have solved the issue. But I didn't think of that at the time. This. Ugh, get under there. I shouldn't be able to see the road too much through the tree here, so I'm not going to take away the top layer. It's going to make the palm tree look weird otherwise. We'll have a stand at the bottom to make sure that we can't see the road too much. Make sure it's not too visible. Yeah, like you can't see the road through the leaves, can you there? So yeah, we're good. And this goes here. Okay, so if you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe. We shall see you in the next episode. Bye!